All right, chat, what is this? This got him sued? iShowSpeed being sued for $1 million for assaulting a robot. Wait, can you get sued for assaulting a robot? Is that possible? I thought assault only counts for like creatures, like animals and stuff, and human beings. Yeah, I don't know, like assault, property damage? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe you're right. All right, let's watch it. Let's watch it.
This streamer just got hit with a $1 million lawsuit after punching, quote unquote, choking and allegedly destroying a viral robot live. I don't know.
Do you guys think that this will like change clanker rights?
How you can choke a robot, but this company claims iShowSpeed did. But it's safe to say this is one of the most bizarre legal battles I've covered here on this channel, because we're dealing with a situation in which basically you have a robot or mechanical influencer essentially
mechanical influencer. Oh no!
In a human influencer cult for assault and lost earnings. A concept that I didn't know existed until like now. So yeah 2025 is fascinating for sure. But today we're talking about iShowSpeed, a 20-year-old content creator who's managed to build one of the largest followings on streaming. His entire approach to content revolves around being as loud, energetic, and unpredictable as possible. That's essentially his brand. He's a walking clip farm that's probably the most popular content creator when it comes to teenagers globally. But according to this lawsuit, he might have pushed things just a little bit too far, as the company is now allegedly demanding $1 million from him. Now, but on the opposite side of the lawsuit, we have a robot by the name of Jake the Rizbot. What is...
They couldn't come up with a funnier name, man. Like, of all the things, really, Rizbot.
2025. It is what it is. Okay, so Jake the Rizbot blew up online earlier this year for no other reason than, I guess, existing. It's a 4-foot-tall humanoid machine that walks on 2 legs, wears a cowboy hat and a chain necklace that says Rizbot on it. And of course, it only communicates like the younger cusp of Gen Z. Well, the robot's running on something called the Unitree G1 platform, which apparently costs about $13,500. And it weighs roughly 77 pounds and has all these sensors and cameras to let it see, hear, and interact with people autonomously. Rizbot's personality is designed around 2 things: rizzing up strangers, which is Gen Z speak for flirting, and
dude, if I'm getting flirted with a clanker, you're getting put through a wall. Nah, I'm good.
And roasting people. I feel like if iCarly was written and filmed today, this would be a character within the universe. Because I mean, overall, it's just such a stupid concept that actually worked incredibly well. Because Rizbot built up over 2 million followers across TikTok and Instagram, racking up millions of views on videos of it just walking around and I guess either trash talking or trying to rizz up people. But the company that runs Rizbot is called Social Robotics LLC. And before everything went sideways, they were apparently lining up some major opportunities. We're talking about a collaboration with Mr. Beast, an appearance on the CBS during the NFL Today show, and of course, iShowSpeed. And he actually met iShowSpeed, and that's where everything fell apart, literally. Because on September 16th, 2025, Rizbot showed up to Austin, Texas to film content with a streamer. On paper, it made sense. Rizbot was programmed to provoke reactions from people, while Speed's content revolves around overreacting and unpredictable interactions. So this is how they met.
What's up?
Are you serious right now, bro?
Oh, hell no. The f is wrong with this dude? Yo, what's up?
He's gonna flip him off.
Who the f? I'm on the mean.
So obviously, Speed is doing a bit, but does he take it too far?
What? Stop laughing, bro.
Man, shut
your bitch ass up!
Knock your head off your shoulders,
What? Say that again.
Okay, I mean, from that, did he damage it there? Hard to say. But apparently,
I think he pulled the punch. I think he did. I think he did pull it. I want to see it in slow motion. I think he pulled back his punch. Yeah, he did. He pulled it back. He did. Yeah, it's still hit, obviously. But it's a clanker. It's not a real person.
I mean,
it's
from that,
damage,
did he damage it there? Hard to say. But apparently, that was just the beginning.
Clanker deserved that. Whoa, you guys are so mean to the little clanker.
Because after that, Speed then grabbed Rizbot and put it in a chokehold. And I guess the robot...
How do you put something in a chokehold that when it can't choke?
Was doing these giggling
Can't
noises
breathe.
while Speed was yelling at it to stop.
Oh, he's not, like, you can tell he's not even tensing the arm.
It's nasty.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard watch, but it's content for middle schoolers. But I guess that was the quote-unquote choking. But the moment that's probably going to be played the most in court, if it does actually go to trial, is when Speed asked the robot who it was. And the Rizbot quoted Darth Vader and said, "I am your father." And that's when Speed punched it in the face again, and then did this.
Get your ugly ass off my... All right, bro, watch out. That's it. That's...
I'm sorry, this is funny because his legs are like flailing around. He's like, "Stop it! Stop it!"
That's it. That's it. Yup. That's it.
Oh my God!
Nah, that's it.
He's on the floor.
Nah, bro, that's it. No, that's it. He think I'm playing, bro. He think I'm playing, Rudy. Nah, see, look, he's still laughing. He think I'm playing.
I guess sometimes you have to pretend to be rage baited by a robot and beat it up for content. Okay, but at the time of the stream, most people treat it like just another internet moment and became one of those stories that people talked about for a few days and they just moved on. But social robotics, they didn't move on from this. They are not done.
It's obviously just him doing stupid content for kids. Like, oh, come on. It's not that serious.
According to the company, what looked like entertaining chaos on camera actually left the robot broken. In the lawsuits they filed, they claimed that Speed's actions resulted in irreparable damage that essentially disabled the robot. And I guess their position was that Rizbot couldn't be fixed. It had to be completely replaced. And the damage breakdown they provided is pretty extensive. They said the robot's mouth area was destroyed, the neck mechanisms were broken, all of the cameras mounted on the head stopped working entirely, the sensor ports that allow the robot to process visual and audio information, they got fried. And beyond that,
even if that happened, I don't think it's like worth $1 million. Like, yeah, if he broke it from the punch, like if he, let's say he quote unquote rents it for content, like they're doing content together. If he broke it and it was functioning throughout the entire thing up until that point, then yeah, obviously just buy him a new one. It's not that big of a fucking deal. It's not worth $1 million though.
They also claim the robot lost its ability to walk, which is also shown on the stream. So apparently something about the mechanical systems got messed up to the point where it couldn't maintain balance or move in a straight line anymore. However, what the reports made clear is that social robotics isn't just asking to recover the cost of the unit of $13,500. No, they're arguing that the damage went far beyond the hardware itself. Because according to the filing, in the month before the incident happened...
What do you mean far beyond the hardware? Wait, what?
Rizbot was having
what?
An incredible time on social media. Over 600 million views on TikTok, another 200 million on Instagram, and it was really going through some explosive viral growth and momentum. It was really blowing up. Then Speed destroyed it, and suddenly Rizbot couldn't create any new content because now it was too broken to function. So
that's dumb. That's actually really dumb. If you're making that much money, you should always have a backup. What are you talking about? I feel like if you make that much money off of this content machine, you would want a backup. Like, hello? Like, for me personally, if you have the ability, get another one.
Nearly 1 month, the robot was completely offline while they figured out how to rebuild it. And during those 28 days, Social Robotics claims that they saw viewership drop by more than 70%.
Well, yeah, when you don't post, you stop existing. Yeah. That's like actually like a content thing. Like if you stop streaming or posting content, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels, like streaming on YouTube or whatever, like yeah, even filling as a stack of VR headsets, exactly, because you're supposed to keep working. Like I feel like this is just a failure as a business. It's very hard to make a robot like that. No, it's not, man. No, it's not. You're acting like it's one of those robots that picks up stuff like at the robotics university. No, it's not, man. It's not one of those robots that can dance and like fucking it's not, man. It's really not. Like, stop. then build one? Oh my god, here we go. I made chat upset because they're wrong. I get it. I get it. You don't have plans for your robot? You're a robot.
Fortunately, in today's age of content creation, momentum is basically...
This is from a place that makes robots. They just installed software on it.
Everything. And going dark for a month during your peak growth phase, that can definitely slow down your growth a whole lot. But my main question is, why did they stop posting just because the robot wasn't working? They could have used this to make the robot way bigger than what it was.
True.
Like, if I was a leader...
Yeah, I would have farmed it for content. iShowSpeed broke my robot, and then I have the robot sit in a chair with like a cast and be like, oh, I'm in pain, Mr. iShow me freaking broke my arm. Oh, I can't talk. Chat, can I get $5 in the chat right now? Like, I would have farmed this. Corpas don't think that way. This is not just a Corpa. These people are making content.
Account, and I found out the robot isn't working anymore because of one of the biggest streamers in the world. The first video would be re-uploading the footage of Speed destroying the robot, asking if Rizbot deserved that. Then next video, hospital bed. Rizbot is in the hospital bed.
Put it in a hospital bed with a cast.
And then you start like a prayer for Rizbot. Then on the third video, you have Road to Recovery. So the team puts on a doctor's outfit and then talks about the damage while Rizbot is in the hospital bed.
Oh my god, they could do like a rehabilitation sequence where he's like holding on to like what is it called? You know, one of those walkers, and it's like slowly learning how to walk, and it's got like sad music. It's like, if you give $5 to the Rizbot, you will walk again. Like,
and phase 4, or like the fourth video, like, and so on and so on. It's like the rehabilitation phase.
Yeah.
So you have like the team like guiding the Rizbot who can't walk. Like, you can just farm so much content out of that, and arguably that would be even more entertaining than just Rizbot, you know, walking around doing the things that it was doing. And then obviously throughout the entire journey, you just sit and make jabs at Speed for doing this to the bot to begin with. Yeah. And then maybe even start a GoFundMe to get Rizbot back on its feet. I don't know, I just feel like...
And with Speed, I think he could have farmed that content back and be like, what? This little robot, it got pushed over by me? Yeah, and then they start boxing and shit. Like, they do like a, what is it called? Like a match? A showdown?
There's so much content that could have been made out of this. Dude. But please don't get me wrong. What Speed did here is wrong. He should have damaged that robot without permission, and especially without paying for the damages. But this team absolutely should have made the best out of that moment to snowball more attention. Either way though, according to the company behind Rizbot, the real expensive part was the opportunities they missed out on. So apparently they lost the Mr. Beast collaboration. They also apparently had a CBS appearance on the NFL Today show canceled.
Again, you should have had another robot lined up. You should have. What are you doing? This is your $1 million ticket to like fame and what is it called? Friggin' fame and fortune. So they have a factory? Oh my fucking god. I'm just saying, have a backup. There's people that make robots all the time. They've been doing this for like a year now. Yeah, obviously he should pay for it, but like, come on.
As well. So Social Robotics are arguing that all of these losses, the physical damage, the lost momentum, the canceled opportunities, and the decreased earning potential add up to over $1 million in damages, and that's what they're currently demanding from Speed. So the lawsuit was officially filed on December 8th of 2025 in Travis County, Texas, and it names 3 different defendants: Speed himself, his management company,
the developer of Rizbot. Wait, that's actually another really good point. This thing goes out in public. What if some psychomaniac that's not Speed comes up and destroys it, and then you're out of content for like whatever, like a month or whatever? Yeah, like I feel like if I had a golden goose egg, I would have to find a replacement in order to keep making money. It's like, it's not like it happened like overnight and like it was like a thing a week ago and then like, oh, the next week it got destroyed. Like, it's been around for like a year.
called Mixed Management, and
just-
someone named
it's just
Ames
poor
Ward, who was
business
apparently
management, in my
working with Speed's
opinion.
team that day. Now, the legal argument here is actually kind of fascinating because, like, we're not talking about an assault in, like, the traditional way. You can't really assault a robot in the same way you can a person, at least under current law. So instead, Social Robotics is framing this as destruction of property and wrongful exercise of control over their robot. Basically, they're arguing that Speed deliberately damaged something that didn't belong to him and that he knew his actions would cause harm. And something that makes this case even more complicated is the Austin Police Department actually got involved. So according to the police reports,
he's just a high energy dude that just broke some shit. He did something dumb. That's pretty much it.
By the media, officers were called to the scene after the incident, and the responding officer noted that the robot had been damaged without the
Yo, officer, I don't know, Smith, what's going on? Oh, I have to look at this robot and assess the damage. I have to write down a report.
owner's consent, and that Social Robotics wanted to press charges. So there might actually be a criminal aspect to this as well. So an investigation was open, and according to the lawsuit, that investigation is still ongoing as of the filing. Social Robotics' lawyer also revealed that before filing the lawsuit, they attempted to resolve the matter privately with Speed's team. Negotiations over compensation did take place, but ultimately fell apart, which is what led to
because you're asking for a fucking $1 million.
Official legal action. But as of right now, Speed and his team have not made a response to this, nor have they responded to
It's also really hard to prove like actual net revenue loss if you lost 70% from not streaming, or it's from hypothetically like you not making content or not making good enough content. You can't like legally prove it in court. It's hard to. I shouldn't say it's not possible, but it's hard to prove that. Like a definitive number. Like, oh, I lost the sponsorship. Well, it's like you can't hypothetically think like, oh, this could have hypothetically given me $2 million. It's like you just don't know. Like it hasn't happened. It's a figment of your imagination.
Lawsuit formally. But despite everything though, Rizbot is now back up and running after Social Robotics say the robot had to be completely rebuilt. According to the company, the only components to survive the incident were its signature cowboy hat and the Nike sneakers. Every other part had to be replaced with brand new hardware. But even though the robot is back in action, the company maintains that the damage to its career trajectory was permanent. They claim that missing the Mr. Beast opportunity alone was worth a massive amount in terms of both exposure and revenue. And losing the mainstream media appearance meant missing a chance to reach audiences who don't spend time on TikTok. But whether a court will agree with that or not, that's just a whole different question. So I guess while they've been filing this lawsuit, they were also teaching their robot how to twerk. So
my God, dude. We have twerking robots in 2025.
So, yeah, again, 2025 is quite fascinating. But unfortunately for Speed, he live streamed himself damaging the robot.
Yeah, he
did. He should have known
absolutely.
that he would have damaged that robot. A robot is kind of like a gaming computer in many ways. You don't roughhouse with a gaming computer, nor do you throw a gaming computer on the ground and expect it to work. Like, come on. This should be pretty obvious. Slamming a robot into the ground is clearly not going to be too good for the robot. But I guess the real facts aren't really about what happened. They're more about whether if this justifies $1 million payout or not. And I guess the only thing he can realistically try to do now is reduce how much he'll end up having to pay Social Robotics, because most likely he's gonna have to pay them. And then you also have the potential criminal charges that are kind of waving over him as well. So this will kind of be interesting. But as of right now, the case is still in its very early stages. Speed's team hasn't even filed any sort of response yet, and both sides are presumably preparing their own arguments for what can turn into one of the weirdest court cases I've covered in a whole long time. Honestly, ever. This is probably the weirdest court case I've covered ever. But of course, Social Robotics will need to prove the damages were as severe as they claim, and that the financial losses they suffered can be directly traced back to Speed's actions. And the latter isn't too hard because Speed literally live streamed himself body slamming the robot. Honestly, with this one, I don't even know where I'm sitting here because Speed was in the wrong for destroying the robot. But $1 million is a whole lot of money. I don't know. What do you guys think? But this might be the first assault on a robot case, or at least the first famous one. But either way, feel free to subscribe if you're new here. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.
We got Clanker assault before GTA 6. That's crazy, chat. That is crazy work. Yeah, the future court case. Nah, they'll probably settle out of court. They'll probably pay like a lump sum to like have him replaced. I'm not saying that what he did wasn't stupid. I totally think him like choking it maybe would have damaged it. punching it probably hurt it. Like, yeah, sure, but like 1,000,000 clams? Come on. Be realistic. Those damn clankers. What the fuck? Wait.